around the corner, got them shades on my eyes. It's a pretty little thing by my side that's flawless. Why you niggas still chasing roaches? Collecting all this money on the roads like I'm homeless. A nigga like me.
Welcome back, viewers and subscribers. This is Nicardo Media House. Good day to whenever you're watching this video back on the replay. Yeah, man, it's glad to have you back again. This is the preview of the game on Saturday, which is Jamaica Reggae Girlz versus the Panamanian women team. This is the second game of the group stage. Jamaica have created history on Sunday. They got their first ever FIFA Women's World Cup point on the board. They drew 0-0 against a tough opposition team, France women. Really excited for that, man. It was a really challenging game for the girls, but guess what? They overcame that hurdle and they got what they needed, and we on the board at 1 point. So yeah, I really appreciate it, man. But I just want to give my support to the girls. It's been a good couple of days, celebrating, but we don't really want to go into that celebration move for too long, because we still have unfinished business to take care of in the group. But I'm really enjoying all the teams in the World Cup. Women football have come a long way. Like watching women football about 10-15 years ago, and seeing it now, the support that they're getting, and the sponsorship, the quality football and the quality coaches that's coaching women football now, it's unbelievable. And it's glad to see that, the sport is growing, women is getting the respect that they deserve in the game, not just football, but overall, women's sports have been growing fantastically well. Everyone is coming on board. Women can be playing sports now, and they call themselves a professional. Probably a decade or two. Women football. Most countries, it was semi-pro, amateur, and more and more leagues around the world have been getting highlighted. Leagues going fully professional, women getting better salary so they can take care of their family and stuff like that. But it's really good, man. It's been a good week or two now in the women World Cup. I've been enjoying it. It's not even bored. It's good to be waking up early in the morning and watch a beautiful game of football. So yeah, I'm enjoying it overall. But yeah, come get back to this preview. Jamaica Reggae Girlz versus the Panama team. For the last, let's say, 4 years, we played this Panama team a few times now. We played them in that historic moment in 2018 in Dallas, not Dallas, in Houston, Texas. We played them in a third place CONCACAF qualifying game to go to the 2019 FIFA Women's World Cup, and we drew 2-2 with them. Khadija Bonisha and Jody Brown scored on that day, and we went on in penalty and win 4-2. Thanks for the keeper, Schneider. She saved a couple ball to send us to the FIFA Women's World Cup. And in 2019, it was like a send-off game for the girls to go to the World Cup in France. We played them in Kingston, Jamaica. We beat them 3-1. Goal scored by Khadija Bonisha, scored a brace, and Shakira Duncan scored the other goal. But yeah, coming into this game on Saturday, it's going to be a really tough game, even tougher, because we are without our captain, our lethal leading goal scorer, Khadija Bonisha. I expect the girls should get over the line. I think we have too much quality on and off the pitch, for this Panama team to stop us from not getting the full 3 point. But, realistically, this is a FIFA Women's World Cup. This is a tournament. Anything can play. You saw that game, the New Zealand, they lost 1-0, so to the Philippines. So anything can happen. Who did knew that the Philippines would have beat, the co-host New Zealand at home, with a full house stadium where the crowd is cheering their country on, but we just need to go in this game, keep our headspace the same, go in the game with the same mentality, tell ourselves that we're playing a better team than the French. But reality, Panama is not a better team, but you just want to go in there with that mindset, and tell yourself that, hey, this is another game the French game is already gone and past. We got the point. So we have to be focused. We have to be mentally prepared. I don't want them to go in this game and take the Panamanian girls lightly. They're still going to be tough, but we have to go there and play our own game. But we want to go there with the same defensive shape, the same starting 11, except Bonisha. We're going to have to find a replacement for her. But later down in the video, I will tell you who would be my best fit to replace Khadija Bonisha. But I just want to see the girls open up a little bit more attacking, especially which she played like a more defensive as a right back in that first game against France. You know, Denisha Blackwood, she got player of the game in that France game. So she's an attacking fullback. I expect that Blackwood going to attack. But that midfield is either we're going to play the two in the middle or we play that three. With Primus, with Samson and Drew Spence. I hope we can boss the position. Boss the game more, create more. So our attacking players like China Matthews, Georgie Brown, and whoever going to play in that center forward can get more opportunities to score. Because we're going to need a lot of goals in this game. Because you saw Brazil beat the Panama team 4-0. Whenever France play this Panama team, they're going to beat them by more than 3-4 goals. So I think this group gonna come down by who can score the most goals. So we're going to need to create more, and I hope we can get Jody Brown more on the ball. She's a very skillful player. She likes to go 1v1 with players. She likes to cut back in and give us a cross. She can go down. She's a little bit fast. So she have that quick burst of speed where she can beat player easily 1v1 and can create for a center forward. But we're gonna have to get China Matthews on that right side a little bit more isolated, get her running those transition, because this Panama team, when they get a chance to attack, they attack with a lot of numbers, and they're both fullbacks, they fly all the way up. So if we can retain that ball in a transition and trying to get China Matthews in those transition to run and can beat the defenders, because the wing back's going to be up, and Panama like to play with a back three, so it will more be three in the back. They always expose in the midfield as they like to attack in that area too. So in the midfield, it's going to be key. If we can control in the midfield and trying to release our wingers and our strikers in transition, it would be better for us, so we can go 1v1 with defenders. As you know, this Panama team, they are very vulnerable on the ball. Their midfield is not that comfortable on the ball. When I watch them against the Brazil team, I watch them games with Colombia. I watched them in a build-up game with the Spain team. They're not that comfortable on the ball, and their defenders, they like to play at the ball sometimes. But guess what? Their defenders are not that comfortable on the ball either. If we can get that pressing game more efficient and can try to make them make mistakes on their own turnovers and trying to punish them from there, it will mean a lot. We can score from that. The next thing I want to see, I want to see ball coming in from the wing areas. I want to see crosses from both fullbacks, Denisha, Blackwood, and Wilshire. I want to see ball coming into the box, because the Panama team, they don't like to go up in aerial duels. They pour in the air, especially the keeper. She always makes mistakes in every game she played. I watched her in a lot of games, even in that tournament that played in Houston, Texas, in that 2019 World Cup qualifier. I watched her in that 2018 World Cup qualification in Houston, Texas. She makes a lot of mistakes. You watch her in a couple friendly games, even against Colombia. She makes mistakes. The ball always fumble, running out of her hand and stuff like that. She always giving up rebound. So I hope we can get crosses in the box. Their back three, they're weak in the air. So getting balls in that box, we have to maximize their weakness so we can try to exploit and get a goal from there. So we need crosses in the box. Yeah, so this going to be the replacement for Khadija Bonisha. Her name is Kayla McKenna. She didn't play in that France game. She sit out the game. But she's someone that she plays for Rangers in Scotland. But she's going to move on after the World Cup. She signed up for Villarreal woman team in the Spanish La Liga on a 1-year contract. But she's someone that can give us similarities that Bonisha can do. You know, run at defenders, but she's not that player going to hold up the ball with her back to goal. She likes to get the ball and can look up and see the opposition goal and can give us a quick burst of speed. She's not that one to give you that long distance running with the ball, but we can play to her strength. She's not that tall, but she's kind of bulky and kind of strong. So she's really good in the air. She has a lead for a 5'7". Many people don't know. This is Colonel Charles' granddaughter. In Jamaica, the famous politician with his hair, half white black and half white white. But yeah, man, Kayla McKenna is a very good player. Very good striker. She's lethal. She scored when she needed. Whenever they gave her a chance, she always scored. I think she scored like 12 or 13 goals in the Scottish League, for Rangers out of 20 something games. So, that's like 50% goals of all the games you played, but I hope we don't really play to her weakness. As I said, her weakness is that she don't like to play with her back to goal. She like when she pick up the ball, she can run the channels, run, get the ball and move in transition. She's a very off the ball movement runner. She likes to run in space. So I hope we can get that ball and our midfielders can create enough so she can get opportunities to score. We had another player, she played for Crystal Palace in England. Her name is Paige Bailey. She's a winger striker. She can play there, but I don't really want to see Lord Donaldson play in a false nine. We need to have someone there in the center forward position where you're going to keep those Panamanian girls on their back foot, because they're kind of vulnerable. So when defenders do that way, you have to have a striker up there that's going to be in the box, someone that's going to be a poacher, someone that's going to finish, someone that's going to keep pressing them whenever they have the ball. Defenders don't like that. So I hope we play to our strength, and get this job done and move on to the next game. But yeah, man, I hope we don't play that fast and hope we play Kayla McKenna. Yeah, man. That's all I have to say in this preview. This is Nicardo Media House. Thanks for the support again. Peace out.
In the city lights, I'm feeling so alive. Drifting around the corner, got them shades on my eyes. It's a pretty little thing by my side that's flawless. Why you niggas still chasing roaches?